I'm Helena, and this is Multiple Sclerosis Breaking It Down, the MS Trust podcast. And today is a little bit of a different episode, and it's only a short one, but I'm here today with Tristan, and I'm going to let him talk a bit about a Christmas challenge that we've taken part in, which is a very exciting opportunity for us, and it's called The Big Give. So I'm going to hand over to Tristan now and let him talk about it.
Thank you so much, Helena. And may I say, firstly, thank you to everybody who listens and to everybody who supports the MS Trust. We can't do what we do without you all out there, and this podcast wouldn't exist without your generosity. So
Absolutely.
Thank you. And that's why I'm here bringing you this new opportunity. And it's one of those ones that's quite hard to believe, but it's an opportunity to double the value of your donation at no additional cost. So we applied to this charity scheme called The Big Give in the summer, and it's a very competitive application process, but we were selected and we ran it very successfully last year, but we've been selected again this year. And what it means is that from this week until the 6th of December at 12 noon GMT, any gift that you make through our special form on the Big Give website will be matched pound for pound by generous pledge donors and the Big Give itself. So this is an opportunity to make money go so much further at a time when, I don't know about you, but my money doesn't seem to go as far as it ever did before.
No.
So one gift is twice the impact, and twice the impact for people with MS. We're 2 days into the campaign now, just into the third day, and we have reached a staggering £19,000, I think,
That's
already.
amazing. That's so quick.
Every time I come back to it, and it's quite addictive actually, it's gone up a little bit, and it's so exciting. But if you can possibly join us and contribute as much or as little as you're able to, this is the time to do it in the year, because it will be doubled and it will just mean so much more. And may I say again, thank you so much for being there for people with multiple sclerosis, because none of the work that the MS Trust could do would happen without your support. We have no government funding. We receive no funding from the NHS, even though we provide a huge number of printed materials and online materials that NHS professionals use every day. I don't need to tell you that. I'm sure that everybody out there listening knows that. But please look at this opportunity to double your donation at no additional cost to you, and join us in something really important this Christmas.
It's very, very exciting. Because, I mean, can you tell us very quickly what some of the donations would go towards?
Absolutely. So we have two main streams of work that we do here at the MS Trust. The first is information and engagement, and that's something that Helena is obviously doing every week with the podcast. And we also have our health professionals team, and that's one which less people know about. Most people come to the MS Trust because they're diagnosed and their professional tells them this is the best place to go for information, and we hear that time and again from you when you speak to us. The other half of what we do is funding new MS nurses and advanced MS champions into the NHS. So we know that there are 149 additional full-time nurses required to meet demand. 8 in every 10 people living with MS are in an area where there's an unsustainable caseload for nurses. And we think that that's unacceptable, and we want to make it change. And the way that we're doing that is we have this program that introduces new nurses and advanced MS champions into NHS trusts around the country where the need is greatest. And at the minute, we're in a really fortunate position because we have so much interest from NHS trusts. All we need is the funding to make it happen, and you can be part of that. So if you have access to MS Nurse, you know how valuable that is. If you don't, we think that's wrong, and we're trying to address that. So please give what you can and be part of this movement to really change life for people with MS throughout the UK, where it's really needed most.
And we're going to pop the link in the show notes, but if you're listening to this and you're not actually being able to look at the show notes, can you give us the URL?
Absolutely. So you can go to mstrust.org.uk/big-give. That link will take you straight to the Big Give donation page. But if you visit our website anytime this week as part of how you normally use us, hopefully you'll see there. And if you click the donate button, that'll take you there as well.
Fantastic. I want to say a big thank you to all the support that we've had so far, and very exciting times.
Absolutely. Thank you. And happy Christmas.
Oh, yes. So we have one more episode left before Christmas, and it's going to be jumping the gun, and it's going to be the most asked questions that we get here at the MS Trust. So it will be quite interesting to hear, because we get so many questions into the inquiry line and online. So we're going to compile the top 5 or 10 questions and go through them, hopefully with people from the inquiry line. So that would be very interesting, I think. So I'll see you in just under 3 weeks' time. And thank you so much, Tristan, for coming.
Thank you for having me, Helena. I really appreciate it. And thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.